Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The 1,000-pound sister star shares her two sons with ex-husband Michael Halterman. Amy Slaton always wanted to be a mom. The 1,000-pound sister star dreamed of having children since her own childhood, and now she has two. Amy shares sons Gage Dion and Glenn Allen with her ex-husband, Michael Halterman. "My heart is full," she said during a 2023 episode of the hit TLC reality series following Glenn's birth. "Being a mom is what I've wanted to do since I was 5 years old, and I've always wanted 2 kids. Our family is finally complete. We can put us in a frame and hang us on the wall now." Amy got pregnant with her first child shortly after her bariatric weight loss surgery in 2020. She wasn't supposed to get pregnant for at least 2 years after, so when her sister Tammy found out she was expecting, Tammy couldn't help but worry about her younger sibling, though she did tell people she knew it was the one thing she wanted most in life. In 2024, Amy said that she tries to be there for her sons as much as possible and shared her hopes for her 2 boys as they grow older. "I want them to learn how to be good guys. I want them to learn as much as they can, soak up all that knowledge," she told People. "I don't want them to be on the streets one day. I want them to actually be contributing members of society." On Sept 3, 2024, Amy was arrested at a Tennessee zoo on charges of drug possession and child endangerment, according to a post shared by the Crockett County Sheriff's Department on Facebook. When police responded to reports that a guest at Tennessee Safari Park had been bitten by a camel, they discovered suspicious odors coming from the guest's vehicle, leading to the arrests of both Amy and Brian Scott Laverne. People later learned that Tammy picked up Amy's kids after she was taken into custody. The mom of 2 was released on a $10,000 bond the following day. In October, Amy shared the first photos of her kids on Instagram for the first time since her arrest, showing off their matching ghost pajamas. 2024, she captioned the post. "Here's everything to know about Amy Slaton's 2 kids, Gage and Glenn." Amy's first child, son Gage Dion, was born on November 10, 2020. The reality star's journey to becoming a first-time mom was extensively documented on her TLC show, and she opened up about the emotions she felt after meeting her miracle son. "Looking at Gage, I just see his whole future basically, as he's going off to college," she shared in one confessional. "It's emotional," she added. "You can't really talk about it, because you just love him so much you don't have words to explain how much you love him." In another episode, Amy said, "Holding Gage for the first time felt surreal. My heart just melted. He was so perfect. His little fingers, his toes. Yeah, I made this little ball of joy." When speaking of her sister's mental health struggles and her 2023 divorce from Halterman, Tammy explained that her nephews have benefited from their mom going to therapy, particularly Gage, who would often show signs of anxiety throughout his parents' separation. "I think the kids are even happier now. Gage, he has anxiety, I guess, and when he gets really overwhelmed, he starts crying and holding his ears," she told People in 2024. "So he don't do that very often anymore." Amy is teaching her kids as many healthy habits as possible, too. When it comes to food, the 5-year-old is a fan of greens. "Gage will eat Brussels sprouts. He'll eat broccoli. He'll eat cauliflower. He'll eat all of that," she said, although she admits he prefers chicken nuggets and French fries. In November 2022, Gage celebrated his 2nd birthday playing in the park and at Chuck E. Cheese. "Gage had the best birthday ever. I want to thank everyone. Y'all really made his day," she wrote in the caption of an Instagram carousel that featured photos and videos from a special day. From playing with BFF Iris to FaceTime Aunt Tammy Slaton, to swing brother at the park, now heading home. Watch Kung Fu Panda in the van. Glenn Allen Halterman 3. The TLC star's younger child, Glenn Allen, was born via C-section on July 5, 2022. "The wait is finally over. Michael and I are happy to announce the birth of our son, Glenn Allen Halterman, Amy told People at the time. The delivery was a huge success and now I have both of my miracle boys. Our family is complete. Amy and her then-husband Halterman later spoke about Glenn's arrival during an episode of the 1,000-Pound Sisters. In one clip, Amy recalled Halterman's hilarious first interaction with his younger son. The doctor screamed out, "He's peeing. He's peeing," and tried to hand him to Michael real quick so he'd pee on Michael, Amy explained with a laugh. It was just funny. He was like, "You gotta quit having babies. Your babies always pee or fart on me." In early 2024, Amy bravely opened up about her struggles with her mental health following her divorce from Halterman. She revealed that she had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, depression, and acute stress disorder, which is like PTSD from the whole stuff going on with Michael. "My mental health was the worst it's ever been," Amy told People at the time. "And it wasn't just affecting me, it was affecting Gage and Glenn. So it was just rough." The reality star added that she sought out therapy and medication for her conditions. She tries to maintain her happiness by talking to her sister, Tammy, and being with my kids and my family as much as possible, surrounding myself with love and light and puppies. Glenn also resembles his older brother Gage. After Amy posted a video with Glenn on TikTok in February 2024, one user commented, "Oh my, I thought that was Gage for a minute. You blink and miss Glenn growing up. Crazy." Amy agreed and replied, "They look so much alike." In a clip from a December 2024 episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters first shared with E! News, Amy shared that she named both of her sons after horror characters. That means that Glenn's name may have come from the son of Chucky and Tiffany in Seed of Chucky, while Gage's name may have been inspired by a character from Pet Sematary. Amy Slaton's journey on 1,000-Pound Sisters has taken viewers through some of her most vulnerable, joyful, and transformative moments. Among all the dramatic storylines, emotional ups and downs, and family chaos that surrounds the Slaton sisters, nothing has shaped Amy's life more than becoming a mother. Her two sons, Gage Dion Halterman and Glenn Allen Halterman, aren't just characters on a reality show, they are the heartbeat of Amy's story, the reason behind her biggest leaps of courage and her most determined attempts at self-improvement. This is the story of Amy's two boys, their births, their personalities, their bond with their mom, and how they've changed the face of the series forever. A new chapter. The birth of Gage Dion. When 1,000-Pound Sisters first premiered, Amy often spoke about longing for a baby. Her life at the time was challenging, weight struggles, health scares, and a rocky marriage, but the one thing she held on to was hope. So when she became pregnant with her first child, fans celebrated right along with her. Gage Dion, born in November 2020, arrived as Amy's miracle. His birth was a pivotal moment for the show. Viewers had watched Amy fear that obesity or medical complications would prevent her from ever becoming a mom. Yet there he was, tiny, wide-eyed, and already adored. From the start, Gage had a sweet, calm presence. Amy often joked that he was her little buddy, always curious, always ready to follow her around with those big brown eyes. Fans quickly fell in love with his adorable baby expressions and his natural comfort in front of the camera. Whether Amy was filming chaotic kitchen scenes or candid backyard moments, Gage was right there, quietly taking in the world. His baby years were some of the most heartwarming content of early seasons. Amy practiced baby-led weaning, let him explore sensory toys, and encouraged his independence. For a woman who spent much of her life being treated as if she couldn't do things on her own, motherhood gave Amy confidence like never before. A growing family. Welcoming Glenn Allen. 2 years after Gage's birth, Amy surprised fans by announcing she was expecting her second child. Her excitement was real. She wanted Gage to have a sibling close in age, someone to grow up with, someone to share life with. Glenn Allen, born in July 2022, brought a whole new spark into the Slaton household. While Gage had been calm and observant, Glenn was the total opposite, energetic, goofy, expressive, and full of personality. It didn't take long for fans to notice that Glenn stole every scene he appeared in. His unforgettable baby laughs, chunky cheeks, and curious grabs at the camera quickly became viewer favorites. Amy called him her wild child, and the description fits perfectly. Glenn climbed furniture before he could walk, made dinosaur noises at random moments, and giggled every time his big brother tried to share a toy. In many ways, Glenn's lively personality pushed Amy to grow even more as a parent. Balancing two toddlers is never easy, especially while filming a reality show, but Amy embraced the chaos with humor and heart. Brothers and best friends. One of the sweetest parts of watching 1,000-Pound Sisters in recent seasons is seeing the unique bond forming between Gage and Glenn. Their age gap, just under 2 years, created a natural closeness from the start. Gage is the gentle, protective older brother. He shares snacks, hands Glenn pacifiers, and checks on him when he cries. He watches Glenn with the same calmness he inherited from Amy. Glenn, meanwhile, sees Gage as his built-in playmate and shadow. If Gage picks up a toy car, Glenn wants one too. If Gage runs across the room, Glenn toddles right after him. Their sibling bond has created some truly adorable on-screen moments. Finger painting with Amy, dancing in the living room, wearing matching onesies, and sitting together during family gatherings. Even during the Slaton sisters' intense arguments or emotional scenes, the boys bring a sense of innocence and warmth that softens the entire tone of the show. Amy Slaton as a mom. Amy's identity changed dramatically after having her sons. Fans have watched her shift from someone who constantly doubted herself to a mother fiercely protective of her kids' well-being. Her weight loss journey also became deeply intertwined with motherhood. Amy often said she wanted to be healthy, to run around with my boys. That goal gave her purpose through the hardest moments: surgeries, postpartum depression, marriage troubles, and divorcing Michael Halterman. Even when criticism came her way, as it often does on reality TV, Amy stayed grounded in what mattered most: raising Gage and Glenn in a loving, safe, stable environment. She bought a new home for them, decorated their rooms with dinosaurs and bright colors, and filled their days with activities from zoo trips to painting projects to backyard adventures. Motherhood didn't just change Amy, it made her stronger. Family challenges and triumphs. Although fans see the adorable moments, Amy has been open about the struggles behind the scenes. Raising 2 toddlers while navigating a very public divorce wasn't easy. There were days the boys cried at the same time, days when she felt overwhelmed, and days she worried about their future. But each challenge became another chance for Amy to prove her resilience. Her family, especially Tammy after her own transformation, stepped in often to help. And viewers saw a new side of Amy, independent, patient, and more determined than ever to build a happy life for her kids. Today, Gage and Glenn are growing fast, forming personalities that promise to be just as entertaining as any Slaton sibling. Their milestones, birthdays, first steps, holidays, preschool adventures regularly trend among 1,000-Pound Sisters fans. The future looks bright. As the boys get older, fans are excited to see how their personalities will continue to develop on screen. Will Gage keep his quiet, thoughtful demeanor? Will Glenn grow into the family comedian? One thing is certain, these 2 kids have already left a huge impact on the show. Gage and Glenn didn't just change Amy's life, they changed the entire direction of 1,000-Pound Sisters, bringing heart, innocence, and a new generation of Slatons to the screen. And for Amy, motherhood remains her proudest role.